What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop a new vid. Now, let's get into it really quick. Now, this Gary Russell, Devin Haney situation, guys, it is so confusing, man. So confusing. Now, I finally got a chance to watch Aki's video. He had Bill Haney on, and he had Batman, which is Gary Russell Jr.'s brother, on, and they were talking about the situation with the contract. Now, I gotta say, Gary Russell Jr., you know, some of you've heard me say that, you know, he's got some of the fastest hands in the business. I think he's a really good fighter. And this situation that's going on now is not making Gary look good. It's not putting him in a good light, in particular, in my opinion. Now, the whole thing was when Devin Haney them sent over the term sheet, Gary Russell's big hang-up was that the contract, well, the terms were contingent upon the agreement of DAZN and Matchroom. So he thought that, you know, Bill Haney and his son that were, you know, playing a little bit of shenanigans, trying to middleman things. So they weren't sure if DAZN and Matchroom were on board already with the fight. And I think that was his big hang-up. So DAZN, Matchroom came out and said that they wanted this fight. And I think Eddie Hearn did too on an interview on IFL TV. That they wanted to fight. So the only thing I can see Gary Russell's hang-up might be is that the November 7th date. Maybe that's not enough time for him. Maybe he needed more time. He didn't want to fight on that date. So if that's the hang-up, then they can still have the fight. They can just do it at a later date. You know, maybe at the beginning of the year. I think I heard Eddie Hearn mention, you know, maybe February or something like that. So I don't get why there's such a big problem with getting this fight going on. So now you got all this confusion. You got people out here saying Gary Russell's capping. It's just a lot of misinformation. You know, a lot of back and forth. A lot of people yelling in each other's faces, and that's why it's so important not to do this type of business in the public. You know, when you're trying to put a fight together, sometimes it's best, you know, to keep things behind the scenes, because when it's out in public like this and you're on social media and you got both sides going at it, and these people are calling you a liar and the other side saying you're lying and you're capping, it's just a mess. And it gets tiring, man. It's really draining, you know. It's draining me right now to make this video about this entire situation. So I think Gary Russell maybe just needs to come out, clarify everything. I think these guys need to sit down, go back to the drawing board. If they can't fight on November 7th, make this fight for a later date. You know, they can still fight. You know, there's no set time. You know, there's nothing saying that you have to do it this year. Sit down. I don't think Gary Russell's afraid to fight Devin Haney. I really don't. You know, I think that'd be an excellent fight. I'm sure you guys want to see it. I want to see it as well. So, you know, sometimes you just have to sit down, you know, put those past feelings behind you and do business. And that's what we want to see. We want to see good fights. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think Gary Russell's out here capping? Do you think it's just a total misunderstanding? Or are you just tired of the whole situation? It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.